Hello, hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in, my sleepy sheepies. Okay. I need to remember to be careful because they trap you, and I've never experienced that before. Well, not that I've never experienced it before, but it's a little new. Also, oh no, that's just straight up the sword. I thought it still had, no, it is either. What? Okay, either he never actually unsheathes the sword, or the sword does not have a sheath. Look at that. I guess that's true of Stroll and Hulkenberg too. Nobody has a sheath. I just feel like that's so silly. Yeah, our blades are just out all the time. Which, I mean, I guess it's fine, but... Feels a little weird. Or Atlas was just too lazy to animate shit like always. It seems like such a weird thing to like not have though. I guess though, to be fair, he did just say that they never noticed it, so it's probably something they just expect people not to notice. I imagine it would be difficult to animate something like that for every time. And it doesn't make sense for every weapon. Also, the fact that it just sticks to me. Yeah, okay. I think maybe we shouldn't be roasting Atlas too much. I like that Gallica's sitting on our shoulder. She looks cute in her little fighter's uniform, just looking at Stroll's butt there. I'm pretty impressed by them myself. How dare you teleport away from me? Hey, yeah. It is good. Attack! Okay, it's weak to light. I'll see what I can do with that. Ooh, I missed. Fire! If everyone's in the back row, is that not the same as everyone being in the front row? I just feel like the enemy would step up, you know? No! Oh boy. Well, that was a lot for me. Ooh. Oh, damn. Cool. Durance has soothing tones that simulates natural healing. Medium health recovery every turn in battle. No way, that's perfect for some folks. Aha, you there, hey! Are you confident in your ability? Ah, it's here again. Any more sage advice, little tooth? The more agile you are, the more your attacks hit, and the more dodgy you get. When you're running away from enemies, you gotta have agility to book it. And you'll be able to act before your opponents. And when you want to steal from enemies, agility will help you line your pockets. All this to say agility is real important, see? Ain't I a sweet tooth? Yeah, I know. If we meet again, I'll let you in on some more tooth tips. Very cool. Oh, listen to me, please. I know this sounds unbelievable, but I was almost eaten by a treasure chest. I thought I'd finally struck rich, but as soon as I stepped closer, its mouth unhinged and it tried to swallow me. If I wasn't quick on my feet, I'd have been that thing's dinner. If you come here looking for treasure, watch out. I think I'm done with treasure chests, at least for a while. Good to know, sir. Good to know. Oh boy, this sure looks suspicious. What do you want to do, Will? It's definitely a trap. I think so too. We've been up and down this place and still haven't found the ring. I think maybe this chest... I'm sleepy AF, I guess. Oh, so creepy. Yep, that's a trap, all right. Would it not have been wiser to, I don't know, not open it? I concur. But there is no returning spilled water to the basin. The trap is sprung. I suppose you're right. Whining only prolongs this. Let's tear it apart and be done with it. My thoughts exactly. At the ready, everyone. Did I hear Uno reverse? There we go. You can do it, Hulkenberg. Oh, it's resistant to it. Okay. Let's see if we can make him forget something. Sleepy air, no! Oh, my man's asleep AF. Okay. A big attack. Yay. Wow. That was a good fight. A rank up, a level up. I'll take those. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. That got ugly. Quite the indiscretion to fall for such an obvious trap. So, Will, did I see you pick something up earlier? Is it treasure, perchance? Oh, to a room somewhere, perhaps. A room under lock and key, in which we might hope a certain ring of value might be found? For better or worse. Interesting. Finally, a turn of good fortune. Alright, so we're looking for a door then? Let's get that ring and get out of here. I'm sure we'll find more treasure chests along the way. And if they're anything like this one, well, swing all the traps you like, but don't say I didn't warn you. Let's head back. Now we need to systematically clear this. Alright, we're gonna save here. Okay. Start by going up. Nothing is there. So we're gonna go down this hallway. And from this hallway, we're gonna go down. Pick up an item. Then we're gonna go downstairs. Into this room. What? Oh, hero's fruit. I bet we can move something near here. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Moving contraptions. Secret treasure. A fragment of magla possessed of a wide range of powers, all stats +2. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, wait. Maybe if we use the key we got earlier on this wall. This is a big yikes for me. I have a feeling we're gonna need to fight again, and I do not have nearly enough energy for this. Do you mean? Ah! Malvina's ring, a ring set with a large gemstone. The gaudy jewel cannot distract from the malevolent presence emanating from within. We got it, without being attacked. Yes! That must be the ring. Didn't you say something about the ring having some rather sketchy backstory? All we heard is that misfortune befalls the ring's owner. And if the place we found it is any indication. Absurd. Foolish superstition at most. Well, how about you try putting it on your finger then? Well, you see... Gala could try putting it on? What are we, children? Come on, what are we, children? Well, it sounds like the very grown-up Will to be holding on to it then. Stressed. So it is concluded then. Well, Will, that means its delivery is left to you as well. Shall we head out? I'd rather not linger here, but if you want, we could explore a bit more. Let's keep exploring. Understood. The decision is yours. But let us return to town later tonight. Once back, we can focus on our mission. Open sesame. All right. I can't imagine all of these are going to be good for us. Ooh. Oh, they were all good for us. Well, okay. Yeah, I think that might be the only thing left in this dungeon. Okay. So home we go. Yes. Let's think about what to eat. Back to the Martyra Tavern. We found the ring that shady Cuckooess guy wanted. Let's let him know soon, and maybe we'll finally be able to get Goddess's dagger back. Can we really trust him, though? He conveniently forgot to tell us that the place was full of fake treasure chests. No denying that, but if we want the dagger back, what choice do we have? We must swallow our suspicions for now, as we have few alternatives. Regardless, we shouldn't drop our guard around that one. That Goddard sure is stubborn. Still though, I guess time hasn't been very kind to him. Come now, he's lived twice as long as we have, though I hope to age more gracefully than that. He's a role model of a kind, perfect example of what not to turn into, especially when you age like fine wine as I have. Was that a joke? What should we talk about? It'll be a few days until the road to Brailhaven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anyone needs our help until then? A fine idea. Doing some good deeds is sure to earn us more support. Of course, we could also help ourselves by further developing our archetypes. Well, I believe this meal is well earned. Shall we have our fill and retire? I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Time marches on, and the age of a new kingdom draws near. I hear a voice. I want to talk with Mister. I miss him. Maria comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with her. You actually managed to retrieve Malvino's ring. That is impressive. I took you for talented, but you were more of a gem than I thought. A gem? Anyway, don't forget your end of the bargain. Of course. I've already looked into it, in fact. I could go get your dagger back right now. What do you say? Alright, come with me. Stay hidden and let me do all the talk. You're Mr. Hilliant, yes? I'm here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he collapsed. It's that frightful illness that... What? You weren't aware? Well, this illness requires a very specific herb to treat, one native only to Virga Island. Now, if the travel expense were taken care of... The man who stole the dagger seemed to completely believe Cuckooess's clever story. Yes, just the dagger then. I'll make arrangement to procure the herb, then you can take it to him. I recovered your dagger, though he'd have given me the clothes off his back if I'd asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick. But his town's so far away, will be long gone before he finds out. Anyway, here. Hercules retrieved Gris's memento from the thief and returned it to me. After retrieving the ring for Cuckooess, he was able to get Gris's dagger back to us. Increased courage and money. Oof. Yes. Spirited courage. Y'all, we're getting well liked. No need to thank me. The efforts you went too far exceed mine. You have no idea of this ring's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free. Free? Oh, nothing. Anyway, truly, I thank you. And to show you my things, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal. The one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it. Let me guess. Your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier. I don't think we need a con artist's training, thank you. Come now. Deception is more of an art than you know. I have something of a knack for it, you see. You're kind, honest. To a fault, really. And for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in the darker, grayer areas. Someone like me. Of course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. You'll give me information about the places you visit, trends in the tournament, or the royal magic. I mean, if that's all you want, then... Now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first. My real name is Alonzo. Anyone calling me Cookulus is one of my marks. Best if you forget that name altogether. Thank God, because that's the dumbest name I've ever heard in my life. What's with this guy? We moved to a tavern where I told Alonzo all that's happened so far. Then, as we parted ways, remember those winning strategies I mentioned. Well, the first lesson starts now. I imagine you've led a rather rough life considering the tribe you hail from. The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why, if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind. I'll keep that in mind. Regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course. He's not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonzo's tactics in the battle for the throne. A wise choice. Give me your archetype, sir. I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonzo. The devious schemer Alonzo, within him dwells the virtue of the faker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken. I'm a faker. Alonzo. The party can now study the faker archetype. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the faker from Alonzo. You can now study the faker in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Whoever wears the crown next matters little to me, but if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Braillehaven after this. Let's meet again there. Back to the tavern. I hear a voice. I need to push myself harder. Heisme comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with him. Well, let's start by talking to Moore. Go to academia. Always a good place to start. So, you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it. Now, please. Let me in. Funny. The faker. This archetype you sensed from Alonzo's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the revelator, one who breathes new life into old values by virtue of keen insight and masterful wit. 2,500 mags required to channel the faker for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Let's go! That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a faker. I hear the voices of past hero souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to embrace the unknown and sow chaos in thy opponent's heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the faker. So this is the power of the faker. A fascinating power that befuddles enemies. There is a lot to test out. I may even have fun. The faker archetype is awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Well, well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I'm very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Ooh. The wizard. This is the archetype you sensed from Gallica's way of life. Heroic embodiment is that of an adept scholar, a sorcerer who bends strong magic to their will and performs miracles in loyal service of their leader. 7,200 mags required to channel the wizard for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please. That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept mage. Here we go again. I hear the voices of past hero souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage. So this is the power of the wizard's soul. By this new magic, I swear I will change the world. I shall continue to brave the path forward for all those who suffer in this land. Okay, so the only one I haven't gotten is the Seeker. New skill. Negate one enemy's repel physical attacks. Interesting. Protagonist max HP increased by 20? Damn! Its attack, support, and healing abilities are strengthened, and synthesis skills unlock affinities it can't normally learn. The Magic Seeker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you. Its heroic embodiment is that of the Adept Traveler, a seeker of wisdom who endures countless tribulations in the name of a better future. 7,200 mag is required to channel the Magic Seeker for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please. That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an Adept Seeker. Let's go! I hear the voices of past heroes' souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker. So this is the power of the Magic Seeker's soul. I shall continue to use this sword and my new magic to its fullest. The Seeker's journey isn't over. The Magic Seeker archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Confirm! Ooh, fancy fun. We're still missing 3 though. Oh, and I need healer at rank 20. You've studied quite a number of archetypes. You may be the most adept research partner I've had. You're getting all the new stuff. Yes, trying my best. Moore's Task Chapter 3, Drifting. I studied 15 different archetypes, thereby completing my assignment for more. Increased imagination, plus Hero's Leaf of Light. I imagine better, y'all. Ah, just now. No, impossible. Are you alright? Nothing. I just recalled some memories that are slightly unpleasant. Unpleasant memories? A memory of long ago, my time with a trusted comrade and his eventual betrayal, though I cannot even recall his face. I had deep trust in him, and so the wound on my heart were equally so. It seems I never had an eye for people, but you do. Well, you do, don't you? Indeed. Should I deny my better judgment now, it would cast doubt on you as well, and that is the last thing I want. I'm sorry. I find myself thinking in circles so often here, and kernels of doubt so easily grow to overshadow my mind entirely. For example, I believe I was conducting this research of my own volition, but is that the truth? Lately, I have felt that my research may actually be by another's will, that I only labored under their guidance. I was so happy to imagine my memories restored, but now I wonder if some things are better left forgotten. Don't let yourself give in to the fear. A fair point. Life is full of both good and bad. My apologies. Didn't mean to let any bitterness slip out. Perhaps because I am so unused to it these days, but I do so struggle with conversation. You truly are too kind to thank you for being there. It means more than I can say. I can sense Moore's gratitude, trust, and dependence on me. Another level grows. Increase skill inheritance slots for the Seeker lineage to 3. More skills can now be inherited by the Seeker lineage in academia due to the effects of the Scion's merit. Mental weariness aside, we have further work to do. Your next task is to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the commander, the general. I'm sure this will prove to be a fine source of power, as well as further increase your royal virtues. Worth the trouble, I'd say. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I should raise the general archetype to rank 15. This can be completed by anyone. I'd be happy if you could visit me again. You're all I believe in. Damn! Stockholm Syndrome to the max. Yes, let's go back. Oh, it's you. Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I've been thinking I ought to resume the training drills from my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but if you've business with me, might we discuss it another time? Well, I'm afraid this training is tailored to a Yugif statue. It's not a thing for you to learn. With my overflowing eloquence, I was able to convince Heisme of the significance of observing his training. Victory! I see. I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely then, and you'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. But proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, hope you're ready to be here a while. Well said. A bit cramped right here though, isn't it? Let us go to the woods nearby instead. Come on. Let's start with a little test. See if you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now let's begin. You're wide open. Huh? From here, it'd be a simple thing to slit your throat. You were careless. Try it one more time. I'll do it as many times as you like. Huh? Don't rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin. Our enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind. I'm not a master. How can I do that? But how can I do that? How indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least you can decide what you aspire to. Want to keep going? That seems enough for one day. Shall we share a drink then? Let us retire to my castle, back on the running. Away we go! I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? Yes, a bracing drink. Nowhere near as good as the spirits back home. For the drinks from your hometown? Let's see. Clear as the night sky, like nostalgia in a bottle. Wonder when I'll get to taste it again. It's a taste my boy will never know. It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know? He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself had he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death. What do you mean by cremated? Ah, right. Everyone else buries their bodies as they are, without giving them to the flame. It is the way of the Yugif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond. Then, those who remain must lay the bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed. Apologies. I shouldn't be talking to you about this. I'd like to help lay your son to rest. Yeah. We have an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours of any inconvenience, boy. I can't put that burden on you. Still, we can do it. It's for your son's sake, isn't it? I thank you for your kindness, truly. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again. A toast, then, to cement our vow. You with a cup of delicious tea? Yes, a toast, but not to mark my regrets. To commemorate our coming together, and to the beginning of mourning. I can sense Haizme's heartache for his departed son, and his trust as a friend and ally. There we go. Reduces the mag cost of studying the thief lineage. Displays the location of strong enemies on dungeon maps. Interesting. Very good. We can save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you'll help me, though, and I dare say tonight I'll rest well. Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near. With regards to the Maelstrom, the army appears to be investigating the matter, however. Let me guess, the monsters were too much for them and they came running back with their tails between their legs. So there must be a decent number in there. It's not the most pressing threat, but it's not something we can just ignore either. Shall we look into it later? Mister, I talked to Miss Fabini and I wanted to talk to Papa too. I wanted to ask you something too. Actually, never mind, it's nothing. I want to go to the cathedral. Miss Fabini, she said that Papa was always watching over people. So I thought that if Papa was watching over me too, then maybe I could talk to him if I went there? Okay. The guard at the entrance reluctantly let us in at Maria's pleading. I feel like we've done this before. I wonder if Papa heard me. What did you tell him? I told him that I'm sorry. I thought Papa had abandoned me, but I was wrong, so I told him I was sorry. Miss Fabini said I could tell her anything, so I talked to her about a whole lot of things. I told her about Papa and how lonely I was after he was gone. She listened to me. I was wrong the whole time. I'm sure your Papa is relieved to hear that. Yeah, Mr. Papa's job, do you think I could do it too? Miss Fabini told me his job was to make sure everyone is okay. I love when Papa made sure I was okay. When I cried, he'd give me a really big hug that always made me feel better. So I want to be like Papa. I want to make sure everyone else is okay too. I don't know how to fight. Does that mean I can't do it then? Instead of fighting, why don't you concentrate on making people feel happy? That's really all I have to do? Then I'll do it. First, I'm going to make sure Miss Fabini is okay. I wonder what I can do to make her happy. What's something that Miss Fabini wants? She says she doesn't need anything like pretty clothes, so I was thinking flowers, and some snacks, and a new sign. She always says the sign got beaten up by the weather. If I make it look pretty again, do you think that'll make her happy? Let's make a new sign. Alright, I'll do just that. I'll make a new sign. This one will have Papa and Miss Fabini and me and you all smiling together. You don't need me though. It's the whole family. The whole family's there. Yeah, you'll be on there too, mister. Because this is my home. You know, well, always be family, okay? Because mister, you're one of my treasures too. I can sense Maria's deep affection and trust. Dang, what a cute kid! Significantly reduces the mad cost of studying the healer lineage. Oh wait, do you know how to make a sign, mister? Don't forget, it also has to have pretty pictures on it. Or, well, let's ask Notice. He's quite good at drawing. Yeah! Is that the person who drew those pictures of your journey? I want to come with you. I want to talk to Mr. Notice. Oh, thank you. Okay, come back soon, mister. I can't wait. Y'all can't wait for us to come back. I walk Maria home before returning to the group. Into night. Did you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. Sorry, if you're looking for work, there's nothing here for you. So just go home. Come inside. Also, she's got pretty makeup on. Unfortunately, I no longer have any work for you. Huh? The dog is no longer here. Did you let her go? That's what I should have done. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry. I know you've kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that read, "Those who spread magic igniter shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization. Anti-Igniter extremists, a bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pup was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her. The moment I started caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that. I tried to keep my feelings out of it. But why did this have to happen? Brigida seemed to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. We'll find your dog. Please. Oh, God. Oh, Zeus, please. This is not good, y'all. Tears or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigida is feeling. Oh, I'm crying. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair. We're just whipping out our book. That feels inappropriate for the situation, I'm not gonna lie. I'm embarrassed. A book. I told Brigida about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint. The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world. The only equality is that we all inevitably die. The path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. That's not true. You're an Elda. You live in a world that hates you. How can you still make yourself believe in light, even through all that? I can't see that light myself, but I know you can, and I really do want to believe in you and your vision. I can sense Brigida's profound sadness and her grasping to trust. I need to find that dog. Give me that dog. Increase skill inheritance slots for merchant lineage to 3. Merchant's finest. Widens the variety of items sold at the Lycon Magic Association. I won't take it. It's yours. Your work is over after all. Your client is no longer here. You don't need to come here anymore. But I will. I left the room without another word. And a lot of money, apparently. I hear a voice. Perhaps the captain would lend me his strength. Ah, it's you. Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I don't suppose I could ask your help with something. I know I'm imposing, but remember we spoke about finding a spot to lay my son to rest. I happened across a nice place the other day. Let's go! You'll go then. The place I'd like to go is a cemetery on the outskirts of town. Plenty of new graves, possibly victims of those dark doings at the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here among many his own age. Oh, what is with this episode? But it seems they don't cremate their dead here. Don't want my son feeling out of place, being the only child here in singed pieces. Hard enough for a boy this age to fit in. Then shall we look somewhere else? My thanks. Think we'd do well to check other options. How about somewhere deeper in the forest, if you don't mind indulging me just a bit further? Seems a peaceful place at first glance, but it's not really so, is it? Pattering footsteps from beasts among the trees, the smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadows too. Might be too dangerous. I can't stand the thought of hungry beasts disturbing his grave. I think it's still too early to make a decision. I'd like to look at other locations if you don't mind. Okay, let's do that then. I appreciate your understanding. You're certainly more patient than I was at your age. All Yugif travel far and wide to find the perfect nesting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones in the sea, some bury them beneath a great tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village's communal cemetery. After all, that contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I loathed their indecision and looked down on them for it. But as I got on in years, I came to understand some things. It's not so easy to overcome the death of someone close. That's why, when you lose someone, you need time for that very hesitation. I've certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes. That being said, this isn't your concern. You've already done more than enough for me. It's fine. We'll give it as much thought as you need. Are you certain? You truly are an oddball. Then, might we take to the Gauntlet Runner again? This time, I'd like to see somewhere full of open space. Away we go! Maybe I'm just imagining things. What is it? It looks just like a place my son loved. I think it was around the time he finally started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back up, all smiles. He would chase bugs through the grass, far taller than him, laughing even when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tight in his little fists. Even now... Oh my god, look at his face! You can't give me big eyes! What? What? He cannot look that cute. I refuse. I wholeheartedly disagree. That's too much. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the grass at any moment, beaming and covered in burrs. But I know 'tis an empty fantasy. You've endured so much pain. Apologies. I don't mean for you to see me like that, but yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful. The wind is gentle. Feels a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too. He always loved to run, with the wind in his face. And yet... Is there still something bothering? Just have one thing holding me back. That sweet smell in the wind. It reminds me of a faraway hill. The hill where my hometown lies. You're just now remembering about your hometown? It occurred to me, yes, but... I've not visited even once since I left. I sincerely doubt they'll welcome me back. A wind blows in my home, sweeter than any I've ever known. Let's just go and see. But... No, you are right. I cannot let my floundering deprive my boy of his proper place. Walking this ground with you, I find myself determined to return home again. Feels like something I'd never have realized alone. I am grateful our paths crossed. I can sense Haizume's extraordinary resolve and the depth of his gratitude. Big sad, I know. The aloof hermit Haizume, keeper, inheritor of the thief's virtue. Through thy shared bond, a new hero embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank 3. The party can now study the assassin. Let's go! You can now study the assassin in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Maybe, after this very sad conversation. Thank you for putting up with my indecisiveness, at least. Let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can spare the time. For today, let us rejoin our comrades. Dale! Back to Martyr Tower. Let's go into academia. It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here. Thank you. Oh, we're so close. No. No. We got the archetype. We can't even use it. Then hear us, O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a faker. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to embrace the unknown and sow chaos in thy opponent's heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the faker. How interesting, this faker's soul. I can certainly get behind a power that baffles enemies and sows chaos. Disorder is a valid tactic in battle. Well, well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Let's heckin' go. That actually might be enough to do the thing I wanted to do originally. Deals medium magic damage to one enemy. Very cool. No, I need so much more Mac. Damn. Damn. But I'm at level 20, so... Let's go. The exhibition will be in Brailhaven, a coastal city. I've been busy making sure the runner won't flounder against the sea breeze. Interesting. We're gonna find this dog, if it's the last thing I do. Whoa! Look at this cutie patootie. They won't let you pet cutie patooties? This is a sin upon the land. Business, have you a grand? What I've heard, it's going to cost a fortune to rebuild the cathedral, but there's no way around it given the disaster. The exhibition's to be held in Brailhaven, likely at the Varmarino Coliseum. I pray that Luis doesn't cause another disturbance of some sort. So many conversations around me. Perhaps this is merely an effect of the tournament, but I feel as though there's been less trouble with monsters outside the city lately. Well, they did say to bring them the head of a monster. I suppose you could say they're letting the candidates do the army's job for them. That is kind of true. You mean to say that the state army's in a tight spot without Luis? I always wondered who would support someone like him, but I think I'm beginning to see. Luis protected his country from all sorts of monsters before the tournament began, even ones like humans. Well, if we need a candidate who's good at hunting, what about Katharina? You know, the bounty hunter? She was a candidate too. Don't be ridiculous, that woman's a parapus. A parapus queen? Such a thing would never come to pass. Tension seems high. Alright, away we go. Yes, we did a good job. I like the little frog on the clock. What was that about? It's the situation with those monsters in the mausoleum. Hulkenberg, have you heard anything? I've yet to hear reports of the army taking any meaningful action. It's likely the monsters continue to roam those halls unchallenged. They're really fine with letting a horde of monsters exist just next door? I understand it's a tumultuous time, but this is hardly acceptable. We might as well do their job and take some of the beasts out ourselves. What do you say, Will? Let's do it. Ugh. Those blasted noble idiots. How am I supposed to gather mortar skulls from these skeletons now, damn it? Oi! Do you make a habit of eavesdropping on people's private monologues? Well, not that it's going to change my fate either way. You were talking about those skulls earlier, right? Why in the world would you need those? There's no way that a fairy and an Elda could ever empathize with the plight of a man like me. An Elda with a fairy? Hold on. Don't tell me you're the ones who put down the mess at the Grand Cathedral. I must admit, it's hard to believe an Elda could be that skilled, but if the rumors about you are even a little bit true, then you might just be able to do something for me. I need someone to bring me some mortar skulls from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum. You'll really do it? You're a lifesaver. The mausoleum's a complete den of monsters, so there's no way in hell I'd ever set foot in there myself. All I need you to do is bring me 8 mortar skulls. I understand the nature of the crust is rather unsavory, but I have my reasons. At this rate, I'll get the death sentence for sure. Huh? I can't explain it now, but I'll give you all the sword details when you bring me those skulls. What? A death sentence? I need the goods by July 30th. Your success determines my fate, so be sure to help me before then. Damn! You took on a request, as I recall. Might it not be best to resolve it quickly? Want to enter the Grand Cathedral and complete the request? Yes, let us complete the request. Right, let's head inside. Chocolate is thick as always. Since we're back here, we should hurry and take care of that request we got. The army still doesn't have enough manpower, so let's lend a hand. Hey. That doesn't seem good. You doing alright there, bud? Get away, you blasted corpse. Oh wait, you're people. Don't scare me like that. You're the elder who fought at the Grand Cathedral, correct? I was nearby while you were fighting the skeletons and the man was controlling. By the way, you lot sure were using some amazing skills. What kind of magic was that? Let's not worry about that. What are you doing here anyway? I'm part of the Survey Corps. We got reports that there were monsters prowling around here. We got dispatched, but whole damn squad fell apart when dead bodies started showing up, writhing like something out of a nightmare. Our captain booked it straight out, leaving the rest of us behind. They aren't much when they're alone, but if they swarm you, it's pretty dangerous. Be wary. We'll stay a while longer to catch our breath, but without our captain, there's no way in hell we'll finish the work. See you out there. Huh. There's a lot of dead bodies here. This seems like it's bad. Oh, hi. Just stabbing him. Nope, just trying to punch him. That's it, that's all I'm trying to do. Sometimes you're just trying to punch things in the face. And it doesn't quite work out for you the way you thought it would. I'm sure Commander's great in battle. It is one of the worst overworld weapons I have used so far. Hello, vampire. Hi, kitty cat. I'm a little confused. You're saying there's something inside. Now that we know, we can't just leave it be. We need the key to open it first. It should be somewhere within the mausoleum here. Let us search for it. I don't mind adventuring. Probably just confirm that this door is locked too. Yeah. Hello, sir. I'm glad you respawned. Unfortunately for you, it will not save you. What? No, don't disappear. Got him. Ooh, magic! Well, just a broken igniter, I guess, but... Oh! Sneaky, sneaky! All for a broken igniter. Ooh, key! It sort of looks like a key, but just part of one. It's not usable as is. Considering someone went through the effort to store it in a treasure chest, there's probably a counterpart somewhere. Let's go look for it. On the road again! We're back. Is there another door? Let me in! Yeah! Oh, 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 this got bad vibes to it. But fine, I'll open it anyway. Balm of life. Well, at least it was good in the end. It wasn't secretly an evil being. Oh, do we got it? Oh, nope, it's just an igniter. No. Wherefore art thou, item I need? Ah, hi. Ooh, more hero's fruit. Very interesting. The other piece of the key! Chipped lower half. This too looks like a key. The shape reminds me of... Oh, I think I know what to do. Let me borrow that for a second. I'm gonna try putting the two pieces together. Inner Sanctum key. Done and done. We just had to put the two together. We should be able to use this now. Let's... go! Oh, Cat is here. You stay inside your casket, Skelly Man. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay. Let's go to Academia really quick. Just a speedy little stop. Yes. Become a thief. The assassin. Oh, become an assassin. My deepest apologies. The assassin. This is the archetype you sensed from Heisme's way of life. The heroic embodiment is that of the adept knave, a shadow who robs the wicked of destiny, exposing their falsehood to the light of day. 9,000 mags required to channel the assassin for the first time. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes, please. Yes, I want to entrust Heisme with this power. Then hear us, O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept thief. Let's heckin' go! I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief. The pinnacle, the assassin, a life in shadow, inevitably leads here. I will struggle onward for the sake of a world where all may live in peace. The assassin archetype has weakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Yes. I would like to be an assassin. The love of a parent. Ah, forgive me. Just trying to catch the tail of a passing memory. I don't recall much, but I have this feeling. I often rebelled against my own father. I detest having anything forced upon me. My lifestyle included, I wanted to be free. Even if advised with the best intentions, one's final course should be no one's decision but their own. Fair enough. The choice of one's own making. Do y'all feel like in your lives you made your own decisions? Or followed the path that someone else wanted you to? For better or worse? You know? I don't know. I feel like this is probably part of doing my own thing. But also, someone told me I'd be good at it. So, here I am. You know? What a cute kitty. Okay. Away we go. Well, this feels a little bit like giving kids candy and then sending them off to somebody's house. But y'all are awake now, so, and it's time to end stream. So, let's see who's live. We're right at the end of this dungeon, so we'll start at the end of this dungeon tomorrow. In the meantime, I hope you all have a peaceful, restful evening. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.